question that we are evaluating is, in what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of existing media products? When creating our film, we were influenced by existing romance films such as Love, Rosie, 500 Days of Summer, and Valentine's Day. We analysed these films in depth and were able to take away many conventions that we mimicked in our own piece, Yours Truly. We gained an insight into the techniques and conventions used in a commercial film and adapted these so that our piece would look as professional as possible. Love, Rosie was our main source of influence, as we felt that it had a similar storyline to ours, as well as enabling us to see how romance is truly portrayed in film. Some of the techniques used in the opening sequence of Love, Rosie we chose to use in our own piece, such as post-production colour editing, whereby we included pink undertones to convey a sense of idealistic relationships and the general sense of love.
Another aspect that we took from Love, Rosie was the use of a zoom, focusing on the protagonist, which made her appear isolated and alone within the scene. Within this sequence, we also included a shot-reverse shot, which is typically seen within films, as it allows the audience to see the action from the protagonist's perspective. This was important in our film as we wanted the audience to understand and sympathise with the female protagonist's emotions. We also included montage footage at the beginning and at the end to firstly act as an establishing shot and to allow the audience to interpret the setting. By filming the school setting, it allows our target audience to connect with the characters and relate to the scenario. Within the main sequence, we used a fade to transition into the main montage, which symbolised the relationship between the protagonists. We used a variety of close-up shots and wide-angle shots to showcase the affection that the characters had for one another. In order to create the montage effect, we filmed the couple doing different activities in order to conform to the conventional montage editing of romance films. The handycam and the match-on action of the video camera allowed the audience to feel a greater sense of realism, as they felt as though they were in the scene too. We took this from films such as 500 Days of Summer and Love, Rosie in order to conform to the conventions of a typical romance film. Overall, our film conformed to the conventions of existing romance films